Hi, this is Mr. Wedge, and in this video I'm going to show you 2 ways to paint a self-portrait like Picasso could. So I'm going to show you 2 different ways, and you can just pick one. I've got 2 pieces of paper, but you only need 1 piece of paper. And I've also got a small brush. I'm going to kind of draw with that. And I've got a small cup with some watered down black tempera paint in it. So I'll show you the first way. When Picasso started out, he painted pretty realistically. So I'm going to paint a picture of myself, but I'm just going to outline. I'm not going to color anything in. So I dip my paint in dip my brush in my paint, and head is basically like an oval or an upside down egg shape. Sort of like that. Kind of near the top of your picture. And the neck could be just 2 lines down. So once you have that, just 1 line here and 1 line here, and then a little curved line for the collar. And the shoulders could be just from that corner out and down, out and down. And everybody could start out that way. And then just think about how you look. So the nose, is kind of in the middle, but I like to start with the eyes, and the eyes are actually right in the middle of the head. So this is your forehead, and down here is your nose and your mouth. So eyes actually go right in the middle. And Picasso would usually do like 2 football shapes with circles in them. And we're just outlining. I'm not going to color anything in. And nose is just like the letter L, and then a little mouth. And don't make the mouth too big. It's going to look strange if it's too big. And sometimes you can actually, a little trick, you can just do like a little line underneath, and that'll make it look like the bottom lip. So it's like the line, a mouth, and then a little one underneath, and it just, sometimes you'll see artists do that. Eyebrows are little curves, and everybody's eyebrows look different. Ears line up with the nose, so the bottom of the nose and the top of the nose. So just little ovals on the side. And then hair, and hair kind of goes below the top of the head and above the top of the head too. And some people have short hair, some people have long hair. So just think about how yours is, and you can just outline it that way. So that's one way you could start this painting. Or if you like Picasso's more abstract painting, it's the same kind of shapes, but you're just going to arrange them differently. And he said, if I put an eye where it normally is, nobody thinks about it. Right? If I put an eye where it's supposed to be, nobody thinks about the eye. But if I put it somewhere where it's not supposed to be, then people just become aware of it. So that's why Picasso started painting more abstractly. So, the nose is like a letter L. Maybe I'll start with the nose, and then I might have the rest of the head like this, almost like it's looking to the side. And then maybe my ears over here. You could have 2 eyes. Maybe one's right where it's supposed to be. Just like a normal eye. Football with a circle in it. But maybe one's going off like this. Okay? And the mouth could be going off too. Maybe this line continues. It's actually harder to paint this way. Maybe this line continues out like this and curves around. Mouth. Hair goes above and below. But maybe I want to kind of show if I'm sitting a certain way, maybe my neck's going sideways like this. You see that? I still have a neck. I'm just painting differently. It's the same lines and shapes, but same as this, I'm just arranging them in different ways. And then maybe this curves around. I change direction, so maybe I'll change direction again. I'll have some lines going this way, like that. And Picasso loved patterns, and on his abstract pictures he would just use any excuse to fill his picture with patterns too. So I could even split up the background into different shapes like this. Just start filling them in with patterns. Pattern is anything that repeats, any flat design that repeats. He also really liked harlequin patterns, and it's almost like little diamonds. So if you do diagonal lines and then diagonal lines that go the other way, I just gave myself a harlequin pattern on my shirt. So that's a different way to paint a self-portrait like Picasso would. So, but you're going to paint a portrait of you. So think about, is your hair long or short? Eyebrows, don't forget those. But things don't have to go where they normally do. Okay? They could even go sideways, or that's up to you. But we're not coloring anything in. We're just using black paint, a small brush, and we're outlining. But there's 2 ways to go about it, so it's up to you. So work hard, have fun.